I had a lot of fun when learning Daf 19 of Pesachim, at least on this one section. So what are we talking about? We're talking about suffix impurity. We're talking about somebody's not sure, are they impure, are they not impure, versus a person who's not sure versus an object that we're not sure, is it impure, is it not impure? So we're talking about a needle versus a person. And it says the difference between a person and the needle that we don't know if they're impure or not is that you can ask the person. And the person can say, okay, well, I encountered this, I encountered this, I encountered this. You find a needle, you don't know whether it's impure or not. You really can't ask. At least, so my chavruta said, and I came back and I said, well, you can ask. And he said, well, fine, you can ask, but an inanimate object can't answer you. And I said, oh, really? And picked up my phone with the following demonstration. Okay, Google, can an inanimate object give you an answer? And Google gave me responses, just like it did just now, which is kind of a wild concept. Okay, Google, you can shut up now. All right. It's kind of a wild concept that we can do that. We can actually speak to inanimate objects now and get a response. And my chavruta, after getting a nice laugh out of that concept, says, okay, yes, you can ask. Yes, you can ask and get an answer to a degree. But that doesn't mean that the inanimate object, that my cell phone, at least on the current operating system, has what we call dots. So it doesn't just say that an inanimate object can't be asked and can't answer. It says it doesn't have the dot to be asked and answer. And the dot is, what we're saying, is not just a bunch of algorithms or AI that are kind of powering the system. It's a real tapping into a certain amount of wisdom. And that level of understanding, we say something that beyond what is going to be composed in a cell phone, beyond what is going to be in any inanimate object. We're saying that real human ability to know, that's what the person has that the needle doesn't. And it really makes me just kind of stop and think, like, at what point are we going to say that things shift? What are these aspects that make us uniquely human? I think it's more relevant than ever when so many human thought processes are being uploaded to the cloud, being handled by other avenues. I just the other day saw an AI for writing product descriptions, which I need to write for some of my websites. And it used to be a huge amount of effort hiring people to be writing product descriptions. Now there's AIs that do it for you. Are they doing a great job? Some of the descriptions I found actually through the AI I experimented with it came out fabulous. Though they did, I noticed, contain a lot of incorrect information that it was pulling. I don't know where it was pulling this data from to write these descriptions, but they were wildly inaccurate, but very well written. Like, at what point are they so good that we lose sight of what it is to be uniquely human and what is not? And we can see at least 2,000 years ago, there's a very, very clear distinction between the person and the object, and what a person can do that an object simply can't. As that is changing, we need to really start thinking, what is it that makes us so uniquely human and distinct from the gears and bolts and whatever else is going on in this little device?